right, topic F is on basic probability and the counting principle. Question number 1. A box contains 6 black marbles and 4 white marbles. What is the probability that Ashton will select a black marble at random from the box? This is nice and easy, basic probability. There's a total of 10 marbles, so those are all the possibilities I have. 6 of them are outcomes that I want because I want 6 black marbles out of 10 marbles, so the answer is 6 out of 10. Go ahead and read through number 2. Try it, pause it, answer it, come back to me, see how you did. Okay, you should get 30 out of 50 for question number 2. Go ahead, do the same thing for number 3, try it on your own, and then see what you get. Compare your answer to mine. All right, you should get 200 out of 1,000 for question number 3. Okay, and you do not need to reduce these values. All right, number 4, what is the probability that Thanksgiving will occur on a Friday this year? Normally, we would say that there's one Friday out of every 7 days in a week, right? So that's what we would normally think is the answer. But Thanksgiving always happens on a Thursday. So what's the probability that Thanksgiving will happen on a Friday this year? Absolutely nothing. There's no possible way that it will happen. Okay? And then number 5, what is the probability on a single toss of a die that one is not thrown? Well, the probability that one is not thrown means that we would either get 2, 3, 4, 5, or 6. Those are 5 outcomes out of 6 possibilities. Okay? All right. Number 6, suppose Andrea has a penny and a jar containing 4 marbles, 1 blue, 1 red, 1 yellow, and 1 green. Draw a tree diagram indicating the sample space for tossing the penny and choosing the marble. So your tree diagram is going to list out all the possibilities. So the first thing that's going to happen is that she's going to flip a coin. And when she flips a coin, she has 2 options. She can either get heads or tails. Well, once she does that, the next thing that she's going to do is she is going to choose a marble. And when she chooses a marble, she's got 4 possibilities: blue, red, yellow, and green. So off of each one of these, I'm going to have 4 more. I could either get a blue, a red, a yellow, or a green. But same thing happens if I flip a tails as well. So I could either get blue, red, yellow, or green. Okay? So these outcomes basically are saying, like, this outcome right here is basically saying you get a heads and you choose a blue marble. This is saying you get a heads and you choose a red marble. This one is saying you would get a tails and then you would choose a green marble. Okay? So how many outcomes are there? There are 8 because you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So there's 8 outcomes. Now, what is the probability of getting a heads and a blue marble? The only time you'll get a heads and a blue marble, both of those, is once in this particular possibility right here. So you get 1 out of 8 is your probability because there are 8 outcomes. Now, what is the probability of getting a tails or a red marble? So I'm going to circle all the possibilities in purple so you can see it. I can either get a tails or a red marble. So this is allowed right here. Even though it's a heads and a red marble, I got a red marble, so it satisfies the problem, okay? And then the probability of getting a tails, this is going to work, even though it's not red, because I've got a tails here. This is going to work, this is going to work, and this is going to work. So 5 out of 8 outcomes work, so the answer is 5/8, okay? All right, so now, here's the thing, you guys. You don't want to have to do this when you have a lot of different possibilities. You don't want to draw out a tree diagram. So instead, what we could have done is figured out that there are 2 possibilities for heads or tails, right? And then there's 4 possibilities for marbles. So I can just multiply all of those possibilities together to figure out how many possibilities there are total, okay? So let's look at number 10. Your state issues license plates consisting of letters and numbers. There are 26 letters and the letters may be repeated. There are 10 digits and the digits may not be repeated. How many possible license plates can be issued with 2 letters followed by 3 numbers? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to write out my 5 lines, which represent each possible digit or letter in my license plate. Now the first one has to be a letter because it says that it's 2 letters followed by 3 numbers. So the second one also has to be a letter. The third, the fourth, and the fifth have to be numbers, okay? And then it says that the letters may be repeated. So how many options do you have for letters to choose from? Well, there's 26 letters in the alphabet, so I've got 26 choices for the first letter. The second letter, I still have 26 choices because I can use the same letter twice, okay? Then it says there are 10 digits and the digits may not be repeated. So I've got 10 options for the first digit, 9 options for the second one because I can't repeat whatever I used for the first one, and then I've got 8 options for the third one. Multiply all of these numbers together and you end up getting that there are 486,720 possibilities.